loud. Okay. Our mission, Helping Parents Heal, is a nonprofit organization dedicated to assisting bereaved parents to become shining light parents by providing support and resources to aid in the healing process. We go a step beyond other groups by allowing the open discussion of spiritual experiences and evidence for the afterlife in a non-dogmatic way. Affiliate groups welcome everyone, regardless of religious or non-religious background. Attendance today at this meeting is voluntary, and we are here for the benefit of learning from and sharing with other parents whose child has passed away. It is understood that our discussions are intended to be confidential and not designed to replace traditional therapy or spiritual counseling. However, these Zoom meetings are helpful to parents all around the world, and they are posted on YouTube so that affiliate members who are not able to attend this meeting live can also watch. Helping Parents Heal offers a wide variety of speakers to allow parents to be informed about many possible ways to heal, to connect with their children, and to learn about the afterlife. The views expressed by our guests do not necessarily reflect those of Helping Parents Heal, and we ask that you take from their presentations whatever may benefit you personally. So we'll go ahead. I'll introduce Pauline Mason, the wonderful, wonderful Pauline, medium from the UK. If you're lucky you've had a reading with her, I've had a fabulous reading. She is a Helping Parents Heal medium approved by Mark Ireland. She's agreed to do these validation meetings for us once a month, which is just so generous, Pauline. We really thank you. And in October, it's not going to be the first Wednesday of the month, it'll be the second. So she will be back on October 13th. So Pauline, I'll turn it over to you.
Thank you. And for me, it's good evening, everybody, and good afternoon to all of you. When I'm working, if you understand absolutely everything I've said, then please put your hands up, or however we're going to work tonight. It's important that we get the child, the youngster, the young person to the right parent. That's most important to me. And I've been making notes as I've been sitting here waiting. The first one I'm wanting to work with, I want a young male. He was football mad. His bedroom was absolutely full of football mobilia. He was bright. He was loved by everybody, but I feel his life was just cut short, and that's all I'm being told at the moment. So does anybody understand that? It's the football and the bedroom full of football mobilia.
Please put it in the chat if you can take this. Okay. We don't see, I think Mary's asking, how old would you say, Pauline?
He just showed me as a youngster, but sometimes they don't show me the right age, but the fact that he was bright, he was clever, I would think under 18.
Okay. Can anybody take that? Okay, Nikki said she can. Okay, so we have two people. Judy is saying her son played football. He was 15 years old. Nikki says she can take that. Football meaning soccer, I think they're saying, or do you mean American football?
For me, it's football. So whatever you see, this is sometimes where we're not going to understand one another. But an interest in it, would have played it, would have liked sport as well. I feel he was quite a sporty youngster.
Okay, so I believe that football, in when you say football, we're talking about soccer. Am I correct, everyone? Just nod if I believe so. So football, yeah, or soccer. Okay, we've got quite a few people saying about
right,
football.
So let's move this on a bit. And I don't want a blonde. I want a lad that was darker haired, maybe as dark as I am. Beautiful face, lovely. People loved him. He was very, very popular. Anything that he tried, he was good at. He was good at loads of things. He's also now showing me, I don't know if he actually went fishing or if there's a connection to fishing, but he's trying to impress upon me that he would have loved everything.
Okay.
Very, very close to his mum.
Anyone else want to?
There's one there, my son fished as well, Angela.
Okay. So
Yeah.
after what you've been reading, Pauline, do you want me to? Lara, fly fisherman. My son played football, not soccer, but was a big fisherman. Judy C.
Right, the fishing came in after, so I feel that was another link. But I also want the fact that he was bright, he was clever.
Okay. Should we start with my son loved fishing, football, died by suicide. Everyone loved him, very bright.
I feel this youngster's life was ended very abruptly. That's what I'm getting, the feeling, ending abruptly.
Okay. Do you want me to ask Judy to come on and maybe you can talk to her to see?
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's somebody called Nikki as well. But yeah, if you could somebody come and work with me, because it's important that we start to work, that they understand that his life ended abruptly. But I'm feeling it's my chest. There's something. I don't know if he had a heart attack or what happened, but his life ended very, very quickly.
Okay. Judy, I have asked you to unmute so you could talk to Pauline and we can see if this is for you. So
Hi.
Please speak. Okay.
Hi. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I'm looking for you.
I don't.
Hi.
Okay, I see her, Pauline. Let me spotlight. Okay, you should be able to see her.
Yeah.
Hi.
Can you wave at me? Yes, hello, Julie. Yeah. So
Hi.
do you understand everything I've said?
Yep, everything, but he didn't play soccer. He played our football. But he had his whole room had plaques all
There's
over the wall.
football everywhere, but he was clever as well. But his life ended very quickly.
Yes.
And I want to go to my chest. Would that be correct?
You want me to tell you how he passed?
No, but he's telling me about his chest. He had a pain in his chest.
That could be possible, but we wouldn't know that.
Right, okay. But I'm almost feeling as if he went into an unconscious state as well.
Yeah.
And that was it. And then there was would they have also had him on a respirator or tried?
No.
Right, okay. I'm just feeling something went on his face as if they were trying to do something.
No.
Right. Then I'm not 100% sure that this is for you. So, but he tells me that his life finished really, really quickly.
Yeah, it happened pretty instant.
Right. Okay, let me just try this because he's just showed me something else. Do you have a little girl in the family?
I don't have a daughter.
Not your little girl, but was there a little girl in the family? Because he just said there's a little girl family.
Could be a cousin.
Right, but somebody he would have loved.
I don't think that's close now.
Right, okay. Does anybody else understand this?
We do have, Angela is saying she can take all of this. So I will ask her to unmute. Okay, Angela, can you speak, please?
Hi.
Hi, Angela. So you understand I'm going to call it football, the memorabilia, very bright, dark-haired, good-looking kid, and a love of life. But this seems very sudden. But again, I want to go to my chest. But was there any oxygen put on him, or did they try?
Yes. Well, they were doing CPR, and he had.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah,
I want something, but I'm almost feeling as if they were kick-starting the heart and it was coming, but it couldn't hold. It didn't hold.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's all you need to say. We don't need to go into all of this. And he comes forwards here today, and he hands me the most delicate little flower to give you, and what he's trying to impress upon me, that he loved the simple things of life.
It's true.
Okay, that's try and talk to me. The more you talk to me, the stronger you'll get. But I feel he's taking me back now, younger days, and I want to be out on a bicycle. I want to be so full of energy, and I feel he was noisy, loud, running around the house.
um, him and his friends, yeah.
Yeah, and what about an apple tree? Something about an apple tree.
An apple tree? I don't know.
Okay,
We
sorry.
we have a tree in our front yard that he would hang from.
Right, there's definitely something about a tree. So let's just go with that. But I feel that did he when you say did he hang, because it almost feels as if he lived a lot of his life upside down, because he was constantly rushing about. That's what he's telling me. He never had time. I can almost see him like running out the house. Bye, mum, and he's got a piece of toast and he's eating it.
Yeah, yeah.
You understand that? He never had time to settle. Now, he shows me now a statue, and it's almost like a bronzy colour statue of somebody with his foot on a ball. So, did he win trophies, or did you have something made in memory of him?
No, he has a bunch of trophies.
He does. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Now, the next thing he suddenly shows to me here, would he have also been able to ice skate?
No.
Right. Because I'm seeing ice skating, and I'm seeing that as the game with the sticks and pushing the ball in as well. So, would he have watched this? Was this something he liked?
No.
Right. Okay. I don't know why he's wanting to show me all this, because everything else feels fine. And as he comes in again, Angela, have you had any tummy problems?
I have not, but his dad has.
Right. He's just said there's stomach problems. So that was my way of trying to get hold of him, to pull him in to get some more out of him. You I see you looking over all his things. I see a photograph album, almost as if you've created something dedicated to his life.
We have a lot of that. Mhm.
And I feel that he's quite active in your home. I can see interference with electricity, lights, television, music, sound.
Music a lot, and we crazy, but we hear walking
Yep.
upstairs all the
Yep.
time.
He's very much there, very, very much there. Still wants to be such a great part of the family. And he just uses the word vacation. We don't use that. We say going on holiday. Vacation. So something about a vacation. So are you planning a vacation, or was there one being planned before you lost him?
We travel a lot. Like, it's traveling is our thing. That's
Okay.
what we do.
All right. His message today, and I love to get the messages from them, is to say to you, you have to go on. You have to go on. There was a period of time you didn't want to do anything, nothing. And he says you have to open doors and move forwards. Keep in touch, he says, with people he knew, because they will give you information about him that maybe you wouldn't have known, and it'll make you smile.
His friends still come over all the time.
Wonderful.
Like, they come visit. They stop by all the time.
Yeah, wonderful. And he says, we talk about life's not fair, and I feel you've said this. Why? I can't tell you why, but I can tell you that he is okay, and he does continue to come, and he will continue to come around you. He actually comes into your bedroom at night, and he's around you, because I see him touching your hair. So it's almost like you've got a fly on your face, but he's there.
Oh,
And
thank you.
the synchronicity of things you think and then they happen, which tells me he's also pushing your mind to work psychically so you can understand him better.
I hope so. I'm
All
trying.
right. Okay, so I'm going to leave that love with you. The last thing he leaves me with is a house brick.
A house brick?
A house brick. Have you lifted a house brick up out and put something behind it? Something about a house brick.
No, our house is brick, but I don't.
Okay. And I can just see a brick being taken out as if something was put behind it to keep a keep thing.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to leave that love with you, and bless you for working with me. And he's very, very strong around you, and I just need to give that. I need to give that to you.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
Very, very welcome. Bless you and thank you. Now, the first little energy that came in was a little girl, and she had blonde hair. And I probably want to put her around 4 or 5. And I see her wandering around in the garden. She's chubby. She's lovely. And I want to be going to my head. So there was something with the head. I don't know if she banged her head or if there was a bleed in the brain. But I know she suddenly became unwell. I feel she was hospitalized and she passed. Now, does anybody understand this little girl?
Please type in the chat if you can take any of this information.
That's a boy.
Yeah, that's a boy.
Exactly, my son. Right, no, I can't change and put a girl to a boy. I really can't. But she would have sort of shoulder length, wispy fair hair. And she's running around out there. I don't feel she likes shoes and socks on her feet. She's a pretty little kid. But she tells me about her head. There was something wrong with her head. Whether it was a bleed or whether she banged her head, but that caused complications and she passed.
Okay, nobody's taking anything, Pauline.
Okay, that's a shame. I hate leaving kids just there.
Nicole's saying she can take blonde, 11. She looked younger, but no head injury. So
Right, no. She's definitely had some problem with her head. The most I'd go to would be 8, no more than that. And I wouldn't really want to be that high up either. I just feel that she's here. She's talking about her mummy. She wants to talk to her mummy. But I get the feeling that her mum's not here, but her friend is.
okay.
But if you don't understand it, if nobody can understand this child, then I'm going to move away from it.
Okay. Could it be a 3-year-old? Mary is asking.
Is it a head injury or something wrong with her head?
Mary, was there a head injury? Please type it in the chat. Okay. Yes, and she said.
Right. Okay. And I feel she was, and she wasn't a skinny kid. She's chubby. She's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
Can you take that, Mary? I'm waiting for her to type. Yes. So I'll ask her to unmute.
Okay.
Okay, Mary, could you speak, please? You should be unmuted.
Okay, am I?
Yes, you're unmuted.
Okay.
Your camera's off. Can you put your camera on?
Oh, okay. Okay.
Here she is.
Hi.
Can you see her, Pauline?
Are you the lady with the glasses on?
Yes.
Yes.
Hello.
Hi.
So she was only 3.
Yes.
She was, and would you understand she was chubby? I'm looking at her little hands. They're lovely. You'd want to squeeze her.
Yes, she was absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
And didn't want her socks and shoes on.
Yes.
She did not want her socks and shoes on. And I'm just feeling that this, whatever was going on here, it she seemed perfectly okay, then suddenly she wasn't, and then I feel there was a decline, and then she was poorly, and then she would have passed to spirit.
It's never okay.
I don't know if she was ever okay. It was, I'm sorry, explain that to me again.
Right, I'm feeling that she was okay, but this head thing was something that was starting to develop.
She
don't-
was, okay, can I tell you?
Yes,
Okay,
yeah,
okay, she was beat. Her head, she was beat. She was beat up.
right, okay. That's I'm just feeling that this head, there was something, I don't know whether it caused a blood clot or what happened.
There was a blood clot over her eye.
Right,
That was
I'm here. So is that the right
up
time?
here,
Yeah,
on the side of her head, but there was many injuries to her head.
right, okay. She's not showing me any of this because she's just keeping it to this blood clot or whatever it was here. But up until that point, she was perfectly okay.
Physically okay, yes.
Physically okay. And what she's trying to say was she was a happy kid. She was a happy kid.
Very.
This whatever this was that happened to her, and I don't want you telling me, it would have shut down almost everything about her. It shut down, and this went on to cause massive damage, and she would have slipped away.
Yes.
Okay, now the reason she's here today, do you feel that you were to blame for this?
Oh, definitely, I am 100%, because I allowed her. I fought for 3 years of her life. I fought for that child every day,
Okay.
and the system was too bigger than me. I couldn't
Okay.
fight anymore.
But what she's wanting to say to you is you mustn't blame yourself. Do you understand me?
Yes.
You must not blame yourself for this.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
She's just sat there smiling, but she's got some sort of a I don't know if it's a little soft toy or something in her hand as well that she would have had. She would have loved this thing.
She had an angel bear and a regular pink small bear.
Okay. All right. I know she's got this in her hand, and she's coming in here today because she doesn't want you to spend the rest of your life beating yourself up about what could have been or what should have been.
Yeah, I do every day. I tell
Oh.
her I'm sorry every day.
Okay. And that's what she wants to say. Would this have involved a male?
In her abuse,
Yeah.
male and female, 2 people.
Right. But she talks about a male.
Yes.
She talks about a male that would have led this. And she wasn't to be here for long. They're what we call earth angels, and I'm just so happy she was the first little one to come in, so I just
I want to show you a picture.
I just need to give it to you. I just need to give you this child.
Oh, Johnny, how do I do this? I want to show you a picture. If I flip it, I want to show you a picture. Johnny, how can I do this? My son is with me. How do I do that, Johnny?
Oh, I can see it. Okay, hi.
Okay. That's my son, Johnny. Okay,
Right.
I want to show you. Okay, he's flipping the camera. Now you gotta. All right.
It's right there.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah.
Can you see her?
Yeah, it's a little bit dark.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna-
Take
Okay.
her to the light.
Okay.
Okay. At the light?
Go. Yeah, no. Keep it there.
Oh,
Oh, beautiful. Yeah. And you see the
Yes.
chubbiness. See the chubbiness on her. That's all I needed to see the chubbiness of her. And little dimpled hands, but this little toy in her hand. But that's what she wants to say. And she talks about justice will be done. Has it been done?
Yes, it has. Now,
Fine.
this boy that I'm showing you right now, is she with him? That's so important. Is she with
She just
him?
shows me herself on her own, but that's not to say she's
Oh, okay.
and I won't make anything fit. But I need to tell you she's okay.
Thank you so much.
You're
Thank
very,
you.
very welcome. You're
I
very,
appreciate
very welcome.
it.
Bless you. Thank you for working with me. Thank you.
Again, honey. Bye-bye.
Bye bye. All right. Now I've also got here. This is another young man, but I feel he was older. But he was on life support, and I feel it almost looks as if he's been involved in a car accident or something like that. It's my head, my chest, but he's on life support. And they gave him a period of time to see if there was any life because he was unconscious, and then I feel it was switched off.
Okay. Do you have about an eight, when you said young, Pauline, did you?
I probably want to be young adult, so 18, 25, not as old as that, I don't think, 18, 20 odd something. But it looks as if he was involved in some kind of an accident because it's head injuries.
Okay. Yeah, Laura.
Could
Lori
be
say-
me. Do you have more information?
Who am I speaking to?
I don't know.
Marlene.
Right, Marlene. Do you understand that he was on life support?
Oh no, I'm sorry. That's not me.
No,
That's not me.
this lad was on life support.
No.
Okay, so
A head bleed.
Dawn is saying, right, son was in an accident on life support for a short period of time. He declined quick. I don't know if you want Dawn to, Dawn, can you take head trauma? Can you please put that in the chat if you can? Yes to head trauma for Dawn.
Right. Okay. And
Okay.
and this energy dissipated, but I feel the machine was switched off.
Okay.
Okay,
So-
I'm right here, Pauline. I don't think anything was switched off. My son just declined on his own, so that's the only thing.
Okay. And this was a head. Was there anything wrong with the chest?
He had all kinds, so yes. Yeah, he was yes.
And when he left that day when this happened, I just feel again this is another youngster that was always in a rush to get off out and bye, see you later, and he was gone.
Absolutely 100%.
Thank you. I even see him with an apple, so I don't know if he ate apples or why he's got the apple here today, but he's laughing, and I feel that he's actually saying to me that his injuries were so bad, they were so bad that he would never have lived a normal life.
I wonder if that's, yeah, I wonder if that's why he didn't survive, because he wouldn't have had the life that he had.
He would not have had that life he had, and his life was full of fun. And I feel that this lad would have had a go at anything. He would have tried anything, but he was bright as well. But he was very popular. Did he ever wait tables in his period of time of gathering money together to buy whatever he needed?
He did a fundraiser once, and they had to serve for his band, and he nailed it.
Okay. He comes in today, and I just do feel that. Okay. He takes me. Would some of his friends, loads of friends, a big funeral here? Do you understand that? Big
Very
funeral.
big. It was very large.
Oh, and would family or friends have carried this casket? Would they have carried it?
No.
Right.
Nope.
Because he's talking about people carrying him.
Okay. Well, we're trying some, we are spreading his name in his honor and trying to do a foundation in his name. So I don't know,
Right.
if maybe we're connecting with that, but no casket. No,
No casket. All right.
no, can't take that.
Okay, I'll take that one back. I see this casket so clear.
Okay.
All right, so let me see what else he wants to say. He gives me the letter R, an R. Does that mean anything to you?
No, I can't take that one.
Right. And the letter R, but everything else is fitting. So I just
Yeah.
need to find out why he's doing this. Who in the family likes to gamble?
His father.
Right. Then I know I'm right because I've just gone back and asked him for something else because he just shows me a roulette wheel, which gives me gambling. But he says the family need to stay together. I feel there's been some um, disruption in the family since this has happened.
It's been devastating. It's
Right.
just been devastating. Yeah.
Okay, and he says they need to pull together, and that's one of the main reasons he's in here today, to pull together. But there must be some money being raised on behalf of him as well.
Yes, very much so. Quite a bit. Hmm.
Because he's showing me money coming in, and he's just so happy that his memory will live on, and people will know him, and that's important. Did he play a musical instrument?
Yes, Pauline, he was played saxophone.
Right, lovely. He shows me that as well. Do you know that's my favourite instrument as well? And he just wants to say, keep dancing. So who's the dancer that stopped?
Um, him and his sister were
Right.
dancers. Mhm.
Okay, fabulous. That's the evidence I was looking for. Keep dancing.
And I will say we had a wedding this weekend, first wedding of the family, and I didn't leave that dance floor and tried to honor him. So probably multiple things with that comment. So thank you.
You're welcome. God bless. Thank you for working with me.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. All right. So let's see what else I've got here now. Right. I'm seeing I don't know whether she's in her 20s, somewhere like that. Long blonde hair, short skirt. Some. I don't know if she was too near the edge of the road, and a car clipped her. But it almost feels as if she was dragged. She was dragged along, and very, very badly injured. She was out with friends, but it almost feels that she was either too near the edge of a road, or a car was too near the curb. And that's what she's telling me. She was very, very outgoing, this girl, very, very pretty. And pageants, she talks about pageants. I don't know if she went in them or what was happening with her, but I can see that with her as well. And there's a huge connection to fairies. I don't know if as a kid she played with fairies. So that's quite a lot of information. Does anybody understand that so far?
Okay, I put that in the chat, Pauline. Can anyone take that? A girl in her 20s, long blonde hair, possibly hit by a car on the side of a road. Okay, nobody's taking that. All right, I don't know, Pauline. There's nothing in the chat.
Right. Okay. Then I'm going to move on. That's a shame. All right. So let's move it on again. And now I've had this lad with me quite a little while, and he's a soldier, and he's got a gun, and I feel he would have done some training. He's got short hair. His hair's brown. It's not a blonde. He's got a hat on one side here, almost like our our guys that would have gone out to Afghanistan and places like that is in camouflage kit here, and I feel there was an accident with him, and it felt almost instant that he lost his life. He has a family. He talks about brothers. I don't know if they're his brothers or family's brothers, but he talks about that. He talks about somebody got a last letter from him, which is absolutely priceless to them. So I need a young man that was a soldier.
Okay, can anybody take this? Please type it in the chat. Okay, here we go.
Son is a soldier, short brown hair.
Mhm. So it's Kelly and Tammy, but there's neither one can take the last letter.
Or a letter that he would have written and they kept. It doesn't have to be a letter. I just need his writing of something lovely that somebody's kept.
Okay, so Kelly or it's moving so fast. I have that. Kelly is saying she has that, so I'm not sure. Tammy's
She has.
also saying she has lots of letters.
Okay, and it feels instant.
Okay, so Tammy and Kelly, if you could please put something in response to that. Tammy's saying it was instant. Would you like me to unmute Tammy?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, and Kelly said the same thing.
Are there any brothers? He talks about brothers. I don't know if they're his brothers, brothers in a family.
Kelly or Tammy. Tammy's saying yes. I don't know him. I don't see anything. And Kelly said he has one brother.
Right, okay. He's now showing me camping, so I do feel that he would have done that sort of stuff.
Tammy and Kelly, if you could please respond to that. Did either of your sons enjoy camping? Did they go on camping trips? Okay.
Sometimes, yes. Okay. And we call it like a posthumous award where they were awarded something after because they weren't here to collect it. So there was something that he was given.
Okay, they both could take the camping. So we're going to go to an award posthumously. Tammy or Kelly, can you respond to that? Award.
A posthumous award, not reward, an award, like a medal or something in memory of him.
Okay. Well, it's either Kelly or Tammy, I think. So I'm not sure. Tammy's saying not really.
Okay.
Kelly is saying about the organ donation. Well, I guess there was something that came because of
Okay.
that.
All right. Okay. Can I speak to this lady if there's
Sure.
nobody else?
Okay, Kelly, I've asked you to unmute. If you could please speak.
Hi there, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, I can hear you. I can't see you,
Hi
but I
there.
can hear you.
You don't have
Okay.
your camera on. Can you turn it on?
This
or
is
no?
the first time I've used this. I am going to try.
There you
There we
are.
go. Can you see
Okay,
me?
hi.
Hello.
So you understand everything then?
I do.
Right,
I
okay.
do.
And a really good looking lad. They're all good looking lads tonight. He's a really good
Yeah,
looking lad. He
he's
comes
a
in.
kitty.
And I feel girls loved him. I feel that anything he did it well.
Yep.
And he would have gone beyond the call of duty, he's telling me. So he would have gone out and done things he shouldn't have done. But this, what happened to him here, it was just instant. That's all I see.
Yeah.
Okay. And he'd got so many plans in his life, because I do feel that he didn't plan to be a soldier all his life.
That's correct.
and his family were most important to him.
Hmm.
Um, and are you his sister?
I'm his mother.
You're his mother. Does he
Mhm.
have a sister?
He does.
Right. There must have been
Two.
two sisters. There must have been an incident where he stood up for one of these sisters.
I probably stood up for both of them at different times.
Okay. He wasn't frightened of anything. Nobody frightened him because he had this great. Do you know? I almost want to say to you, he was quite a spiritual lad because he just felt that he would be looked after, taken care of.
Spiritually, or he felt that way when he was here.
Yeah, I just felt that he felt that way.
Okay.
And he talks about an older man that he had great respect for. Was that his grandfather?
Yes.
Great respect for the grandfather.
Immediately, I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Good. I'm glad that's fine. He's making me smile now, and he's eating sweets, but he's not just eating one or two. He's pushing as many as he can into his mouth.
Yeah.
And he just wants to make me laugh here. He's got a huge appetite. He's eating burgers. He's eating absolute everything. But he was fun. He was fun. Now he shows me a record player. Did he have a record player?
No, his brother did.
His brother had the record player. Okay.
Yeah.
And has there
It
been
does.
a pair of boots kept? Are these football boots?
His army boots. They're
There is
in my living room.
You've kept the boots because he says they
Mhm.
kept the boots, but I also want to keep. I want to keep something that went on his hat, a hat. But there's an emblem on it, a badge of some sort there.
Yeah, his army hat.
His army hat.
Yeah, we
And-
took the badges off. Mhm.
Good. And he says that he's never far from you, and the synchronicity with him is music. Music will come on the radio or the television that is so relevant to him.
Okay.
All right. He comes with so much love, and he says that although his life was short, he did so much in that time.
Yeah.
He did so much in that time. He. Do you need to have your eyes tested, Kelly?
Yeah. I have an eye infection. I'm just now getting over it.
Okay. He's just said to me, make her get her eyes tested. All right.
Okay.
So I'm going to leave his love with you, and I feel he was, because I can see him putting his arm around your neck and kissing you.
Oh.
But such a generous person as well. He was generous with his time and everything of his. All right,
Yeah.
and I need to give you that. But there has to be a medal because he just hands me one.
Well, I was pretty nervous, so I kind of my brain shuts down when that happens. So yeah, I mean I have one of his wrestling medals hanging right
Okay.
over here.
That's
That could
fine.
be what it is. Yeah.
Right. Very, very strong, very
It does,
powerful,
nice.
very, very powerful.
Yeah.
But loads of love, and thank you so much for accepting
Thank
him.
you.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right.
Beautiful.
Right. I've got a female here now, and I just feel that she was hurt and lost her life through it. I feel that she was with someone who lost his temper, and during the course of him, he hurt her and she lost her life. And I'm feeling, I don't know if I want to, it's my throat. I'm being really restricted around my throat.
Okay. Can anyone take that? A young female, Pauline?
She's not young. I feel she was in a relationship with this person, but he had a bad temper.
Okay.
And I feel he was jealous, obsessive with her, and she did something to upset him, and he lost his temper.
I think I know who this is. I think, is Lana on today? Oh, Lana just typed in that she's here. I believe it's Lana. Let's see if anybody else. I'm going to unmute her, Pauline.
Okay.
Hi.
There she is. Hi there.
Hi.
Can you wave to me so I can see you?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I can't see you. I don't know why I can't see you, but let's just work with this. So do you understand this is a daughter and she was with somebody with a really bad temper?
I do.
All right, and she says that she was warned about him, and I feel that people would have tried to get her away from him.
Very
But,
much so.
she was very nervous of him, but she felt she could change him, but she couldn't. It wasn't possible.
Exactly. Yeah.
And he was very powerful. I'm seeing big forearms, big hands here, and it was almost what I'm feeling here is if some of these people that do these terrible things, if they can't have that person, then nobody else is going to.
That's what he always told her.
And he would have told her that.
Yeah.
And so therefore she would have lived in fear. And would she have talked to you about this?
Yes, she did.
Right, okay. She's here today because she says she did listen. I feel people felt she didn't listen to what they were trying to help her with, but she was hoping in her own way that she could change him.
Exactly. That's
But it wasn't possible. It wasn't possible. And did she ever lose a baby?
she did.
Thank you. But I don't feel this was the first time, but this was just one step too far.
Yeah.
She would have had various black eyes, bruises on her body, which she would have told you fell into a wall or whatever. But
Yeah.
when she reached a point that she needed to talk about it, she told you about it. But this particular time this happened, there was no going back for it. And she's saying the words, "Justice will be done." Has it been done?
Not yet, but it's being worked on.
Okay, she said justice will be done. Justice will be done. Is he trying to claim the fact that he was mentally unstable?
Yes.
Yes, of course he is. There will be a loophole, she said, but to the fact that he will never walk free.
Okay.
All right. She blows kisses to you, and I feel would she have had a key ring with like a teddy bear or something on it?
She did. It was a Grateful Dead teddy bear.
Teddy bear. Thank you. I'd just like to give you 100%. And do you smell perfume when she's around?
All the time.
Yes. She just needs to know that you know she's there. And she's upset with the pain she's caused, but she was only trying to help, but she couldn't. And she knew that.
I know.
All
she had a
right.
big heart.
A huge heart. I'm gonna leave her love with you and look at her picture, and I know you kiss her picture. I can see that going on, but she hands me a yellow flower to give you, and yellow is important.
Yeah. She loves sunflowers.
Yeah, they're very important. They're a flower that just, even after they're dead, they feed the birds, which is marvelous. So I'm going to leave that with you. And would she have had would she have liked the colour pink? Because she's showing me a pink, I don't know if it's a skirt or a dress she's got on here.
Yeah, the neon pink, the bright pink.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And she tossed her hair a lot because she's tossing.
Oh, yeah. Always tossed her hair.
Yeah, tossed her hair. And she's saying to me, I could be a madam as well, a right little madam. That's English terminology of my way. It's going to be my
Yes,
way. Yeah.
that's her to a T.
Thank you. I just needed to give you 100% evidence, which I think I have now. So I'm going to leave that with you. Bless you, and thank you very, very much for working with
Thank
me.
you so much.
Thank you. All right. Now,
It's
I'm still all right,
7
Irene.
minutes before the hour, so you know.
Okay. I've got a female here now who would have got, I don't know if it's something in the throat which would have choked. They would have choked, but because of whatever it was, first of all, I saw an ice cream, but I'm not sure it was an ice cream that caused this. But the throat seemed to close over. Okay. Somebody that would have had an allergy to stings as well. So maybe that's a whole different aspect of it. But I feel they choked. And I can see somebody trying to do a Hyman lift on it to make it come out, but it wasn't happening. And it there was nothing they could do. I do feel they tried. They did try, but it had been too long that she hadn't breathed for, which caused internal damage.
Okay, can anyone take that? So a female, you said that she choked. She was
Yes.
choking. You're seeing possibly allergy.
Yeah. If it wasn't the choking that she would have had an allergy as well, because I saw an insect come in and sting, but I feel the throat was closing up. The throat was closing up.
Okay, I'm waiting in the chat, Pauline. I don't see anyone has taken any of it. Is there anything else with this? I mean, you think the passing was due to choking?
Yes.
Or, okay.
Choking, definitely.
All right, I don't see anything.
Right, okay.
No one can take it.
Nobody understands that. Okay, if anybody does, you can always write to me and I'll carry on with this one. But I'm just gonna move her to the side here. And the next thing I'm seeing here, and I know there's going to be loads who want to put their hand up, so I've got to get a lot of evidence here. I want a young lad that was found in almost like a darkened alley. I can see dustbins. I feel he'd been sick, and again, it's this, he's been sick. I feel there was some drug abuse going on here, and he was on his own, and because he was on his own, there was nobody there to resus or help him there. But it was dark, it was night time, and there were dustbins near him, and I feel he'd vomited or been sick. He's very slim, very thin, but this was something he'd got hooked on, and it had started further back in his life. He tried so hard. I'm not even sure that he didn't try drug rehabilitation, but I know that he was found, and I need the person to accept this, to say it was in a dark alley, but there were dustbins, and he'd vomited and he'd choked.
Okay, I've put some of this into the chat. Can anyone take any of this? Okay, we don't have anything so far.
It's so clear. It's in a dark alley, and there were dustbins there. Nobody at all. Definitely to do with drugs. And he's very thin. He is thin.
Okay, we've got two people saying they passed inside. Darnell sent me a private message. I don't know if she was trying to type it, but just sent it to me. I don't know where he was found, that she went to the hospital and that's where she found him, but she wasn't told.
Yeah, he was on his own.
Okay.
He was on his own. And I feel he tried to kick this habit, but just couldn't do it. So is she still there, Irene?
Yeah, she just said, again, she said, I don't know where he was found, that she found him at a hospital. So I assume he was alone. We do have some moms that are saying their sons passed from addiction, one found in his home, passed alone, but inside, not outside.
No, this is outside. It's definitely outside and alone. So somebody would have phoned an ambulance and he would have been taken to hospital. But he,
Darnell, can you take that? Do you know if someone called an ambulance and that's how your son got to the hospital? Okay, someone called an ambulance. So would you like to speak to Darnell and then we'll
Yes.
see? Okay,
yeah, I will.
I think this is the correct person. Okay, Darnell, I've asked you to unmute. If you could please speak.
Hi.
Hi, Darnell. He's just showed me something else. I don't know if there's pistachio nuts or something like that. Did he like to eat nuts?
We always have nuts in our house, and we always have pistachios.
You always have pistachios, so that'll do me. I just needed a link to get in here. And he doesn't want to talk about all of that. He wants to talk about when he was younger, a happy person, and he was loved. And he wants you to know he realizes how much he was loved.
Yeah, he was really happy. Younger, and then he got addicted, and then he quit, and then he got addicted to alcohol, and
and he's most of them, when they come back, they don't want to talk about that. They want to talk about the happier times because they want to give you that memory of fondness. He shows me a boat on water. Did you go boating with him?
I have a picture of him on our boat. I'm actually at the lake right now, and he would come up, and I have it's one of my favorite pictures of him. He looks really happy.
Yeah, that's what I need. The pistachio nuts, the water, everything makes sense. But he needed to show me that to get me where I needed to be. All right. Okay. Has somebody got to have an operation?
Yes, my aunt is having surgery in 2 weeks.
Right. Okay. He talks about an operation, and is she? I don't know if I can say this. Is she difficult?
Oh, extremely.
He says, "Tell her to behave. Just tell her to behave." But this is just to let you know that he's around, and he's around a lot. And there has to have been a child born since this, or a small baby.
There is a baby, but the baby was born before he passed.
Right.
But his brother just got married, and they're trying to have a baby. I don't know. Maybe they're pregnant now. I don't know.
Right. Okay. Then the other child. Did the other child show signs of seeing? Like babies see it all, and this child would have been looking over at him, fooling around.
She did, and my daughter says that she waves, like in the middle of the,
Yeah, I
and
know
shatters.
the child would have been born. The child was here, and he would have stood behind, and he would have made faces or whatever he did, and the child would have screamed with laughter.
Yeah, everybody loves Scooter.
Right. Okay. Now that child, as it grows up, will know about him.
Okay.
And she, little girl.
Yeah.
and
They're all.
She will know because she's communicating with him now.
That's what my daughter says.
Yeah.
She says she hears her talking on the monitor by herself.
Right. Now, has anybody found a coin on the floor?
I find them all the time. I have a stack over here that I find, and I keep them.
Right. Do you know what they are? They're called apports, and they're brought from the spirit world. He's doing it. All right. And they can dematerialize and rematerialize and drop them on your carpets. I've had it here. So they're very special coins. Keep them.
I do. I keep them all. They're all right next to his picture.
Yeah, because they've been brought from the spirit world. I'm so pleased that you could accept him, particularly with the evidence that he was coming with afterwards, which is wonderful. But I don't have to tell you he's perfectly all right, because he is. He's perfectly okay. And do you light candles in your house?
Oh yes, I have I'm looking at 4 and I'm in my bedroom.
And sometimes they just go out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More so the white one goes
Yeah.
out.
Yes, but you don't need to wonder because he's doing it. He's doing that. Okay. And somebody has his picture in a wallet.
We all have pictures. We have stickers and pictures and pins and
Yeah.
you know, there's one on the back of my phone, but everybody has something like you. My other son opens his wallet and there's
It's in
his
the
little.
wallet. Yeah, it's in the wallet. That's what I need to go to. All right. He gives me a reef knot, which is a very English thing because I'm an English medium. And a reef knot, if you know anything about a reef knot, you can tie it, but you can't pull it apart. You have to push it apart. So that reef knot has come from the spirit world to say that he will always, always be there.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. You take his love. And the month of May is important.
I'm sorry, what's that?
The month of May.
That's when he was born.
Thank you.
That's when I was born. And May was when his brother got married. He would always give me Mother's Day or my birthday. I couldn't have both that he would spend with me.
Yeah, that's fine. May is very important. So I'm going to leave that love with you. Bless you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Bye.
Oh, that was amazing. Thank you, Pauline.
You're very, very welcome.
Yeah.
I just want to share something with all of you. You know, in life, there's sometimes things that you think, I must do this, I must do it. And for me, do you know what wing walking is? Do you know what wing walking is? It's a biplane and you go up on the top wing and you're strapped to a rig. Do you know what these things are? Have you ever, do you have them? And I worked at the Pilgrims Hospice for many years, and it came up on my letter from them to say they wanted volunteers to wing walk and raise money for the hospice. So I thought, this is my opportunity. So I did it 2 weeks ago, and we raised 3,500.
Wow.
That one wing walk. So when you push yourself beyond, when you think, will I be frightened? No. Trust, and you'll be taken care of.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And if anybody wants to contact Pauline, what is your website?
Psychic Pauline Mason.
Okay. And we also, Pauline is on our helpingparentsheal.org page. You can go to providers and resources, and we have a link to her website there. She is so generous with her time, and we'll be back monthly to do this. It's usually the first Wednesday of the month. In October, it'll be the second Wednesday. And thank you. Blessings to everyone. I'm going to unmute everyone so you can say goodbye. Thank you to Pauline. And again, Helping Fathers Heal this evening. Helping Parents Heal Carmel on Friday. And then we're back again on Tuesday afternoon to have Gordon Smith. So thank you, everyone, for being here.
Thank you, Pauline. Thank you, everyone.